Gotta stop waiting for life to calm down. If you're waiting for life to calm down before you get disciplined, oh boy, you're gonna be waiting forever. The man you want to become is not built after the storm. He's built inside it. I used to think that I needed to calm down first before I did things. Then I would get serious. That's what I told myself. That's when I would train consistently. That's when I would fix my money. That's when I clean up my schedule. That's when I would get my mind right, stop drinking, stop partying. Then, I don't know, one day something clicked. I realized I had to become the man I've been talking about coming. But then I became the man who just talked about the man he would become. Because life never really fully calmed down. Something always needed my attention. Something was always pulling on me. It was work, bills, parenting, family, all types of stuff. At some point, I had to realize that life wasn't going to calm down because life don't care. And I can't make calm a requirement to get things done. That's a trap. Because when you think about it, discipline that only works when life is easy and things are smooth. That's not discipline. That's comfort. Real discipline, real growth, real strength is built in those inconvenient moments. When you're tired, when time is short, when nobody is clapping, when your mood is off, when your setup isn't perfect, when you're traveling, when your schedule changed, when your kid needs you, when the day doesn't go how you planned because you got stuck in traffic. That's when it counts. So the first thing I had to stop waiting for was more time. I kept thinking I needed a perfect block. I needed an hour here, 15 minutes here. I thought I could plan everything out to the T. But really, I didn't need perfect time. I just needed honest time. I realized that 20 minutes of training, pull up something, beats going days without doing anything. I realized 10 minutes of cleaning every day is better than waiting till the weekend to do everything. And now it becomes this overwhelming task that takes all day. 15 minutes of budgeting every month prevents me from wasting money or overspending and overextending myself. The second thing I had to stop waiting for was motivation. Wait for motivation, and that make you a hoe. I'm gonna say it. Motivation is unreliable, man. You waiting to feel good to do what you're supposed to do. Motivation, it comes and goes. Some days you'll feel locked in. Some days you feel like doing nothing thanks to good old motivation. If your life depends on motivation, you'll be inconsistent. Point blank, period. You need something stronger. I needed something stronger. I needed a standard. This is the baseline. There's nothing else. This is zero. This is what we do. This is who I am. That's different. That's when you know you're built different. The third thing I had to stop waiting on was for the emotional comfort, the feel goods, the warm and fuzzies. Nobody care about that shit. You gotta do it when you're stressed. You gotta do it when you're sad. You gotta get through it when you feel embarrassed or overwhelmed. You gotta do what it takes. And that's not motivational. That's not fun sometimes. It's necessary. Even when you're tired, like 40, I feel like the biggest thing sometimes is just fighting fatigue. But a lot of times after you start, you feel so much better. It's like that action of just getting moving, doing the thing. It creates the shift. The workout, it changes your mood. Cleaning, it changes the energy in the room. The budget changes the fear. You do the thing and there's a positive outcome waiting on the other side, but you got to push through and do the thing. That first move sometimes is what breaks the pressure. Support is good. Support matters. You can't wait for the support. You can't depend on somebody coming to lift you up, to live your life for you, or to get you through life at every moment. You have to have inner resiliency, and that is tough sometimes, but you can't do it. You can't build it up. At some point, you have to stop making your growth dependent on somebody understanding you. The fifth thing I had to stop waiting for was a perfect version of myself. This is the one that men don't like to say out loud. Sometimes we don't start things because it's hard to acknowledge how far you fell. If you were somebody who was in shape and now you're fat and you go look in that mirror and you see what you become and how you let yourself go, that's a hard pill to swallow. Somebody who's had money and fell off and now you look at your bank account and you go from being the one that would help others and give to others and now you're the one in dire need of help and having to accept gifts and money from folks just to survive. That's a eerie feeling. You know, weird. It's tough, especially if you're not that person who just always asks for handouts and asking for others. Embarrassment, it'll keep you frozen. It's just, you got to realize you can't rebuild and protect your ego at the same time. I think they call it having a slice of humble pie. But you gotta be willing to start from where you are. That's one thing I learned. Gotta start where you at. You feel that pain, you feel that burn, and you push through. It's not about where you used to be. It's not even solely about where you're at right now. It's about where you want to go and what you're willing to do to get there. You can build with limited time. You can show up even as an introvert. I still feel like there's so much I need to do. I know I'm just imperfect in so many ways, and it just is a burning desire to keep trying to improve just a little bit each day. The man you want to become, it starts showing up as you do the work every day. The part that nobody tells you is you don't have to be disciplined to start. You just have to start, and then you will become disciplined. That's how discipline gets built. I went from not being a runner to just telling myself, let me go try to run a mile each day. Those first couple of days, I couldn't run a mile. I think the first day I could only walk a half a mile, just time and just being out of shape. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And now I can do 3 miles, no problem, without stopping. Now my goal is to get to 4, 5, 6, a little each day. So if you're waiting for life to calm down and start, it's not. Just start small. Start stacking wins. Start ugly. Start tired. Start with whatever you have in the tank. Because you don't know when that storm is going to leave. It might not leave storm. It might still be there. But imagine how much better you'll be if you fight through the storm and you get strong in that storm. And then when it's gone, you know where you'll be at. You know how much stronger you'll be and how much further along you'll be and how much easier it'll be if the storm is gone and you're still doing the thing. Game changer. The man you want to become is built in the middle of that storm, in the eye of that storm. That's when you can find the calmness in the eye of that storm. You become everything you want to be. Comment one thing you've been waiting to start. Come back and check out the next video. Check out some of the past ones, man. This is North of 40. All right? Peace.